It's a Wednesday, my dudes, and tonight we welcome a true legend in the industry. We welcome Attack Peter to the show. He's going to talk with us about his journey, his design, some Mondo stuff, and why they keep taking my money. And I'm sure we'll talk about other things. But for now, Machu, cue the intro. It is Wednesday, my dudes.
It is Wednesday.
Yeah, and welcome to episode 142 of Between Two Sentinels. How did we get here?
Persistence.
Just ignoring everybody who told us to stop. Yeah.
There weren't really many people who told us
That's
to
true.
stop. Let's be real.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. That's because there's not many people, period. Anyway. Starting later tonight, how you feeling?
I feel weird that it's a little bit later. Yeah. Couldn't time. I didn't want to risk doing a nap, so like I didn't do that. But yeah, I also don't really have much in this week. More stuff from last week.
Okay.
But we didn't have a show last week, so
We didn't have a show last week, so we can definitely talk about the stuff that you got in last week. So that'll work.
yeah. Did you get anything?
I did, and oddly enough, it works out. I got this bad boy in. Yeah, so excited to crack him open. And then I did get this, which is great.
Oh, nice,
bro. Loving him. He's ripped right out of the cartoon pages here, or cartoon itself. And then, oddly enough, because it works out perfectly with our guest tonight. I got in a t-shirt, but I pre-ordered from Pabst, which, big beer drinker I'm not. But
I was going to say.
It happens to have the Attack Peter Godzilla on the back.
Oh, nice.
I just thought it was dope because my son is, my son's been really into Godzilla, and, Pete was going to be on the show, so here he is. So, here you go. But, I don't want anybody thinking that this was all planned. This just happened to be this way because that was a pre-order. Although I have gone on record saying I will shield for show, so let's be honest now. Anyway, what you got?
Well, last week I got Iceman.
Nice. How you liking him?
I dig him. I'm thinking about like putting like a little bit of a blue tint on him. But yeah, not too bad for Legends. And then I also got, because I had the Deadpool for so long, right? Also, like, since you got a 1/6 figure, I also got a 1/6 figure.
It's just how it works. Yeah.
I got Wolverine.
Nice. And you were saying you really liked him too, right?
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty
nice.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Right. What else? That's it.
That's about it.
That's it. Did you open? I know you got the Daredevil too. Did you open him yet?
Yeah, I did. He moves pretty well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
I just wish the torso had a little more movement, but what are you gonna do? I guess modify him.
Yeah, you'll modify him. That's
probably
what you do best. So
no, that's not what I do best.
That's not what you do best. All right, let's see who we got in the chat. We got Dom. Dom's there hitting us with the hello there. Bat Force Grumps is here. What's going on, Bat Force? Josh Brown Toys. We got Corrupted Collectibles. What's up, ho-hos? I can go for a ho-ho. Not gonna lie. Yeah, boys got Toys is here. We got Prime. He's bringing the beef. KJ Smith is here. Webhead. What's going on, Webhead?
What's up?
Steve is here. Unplanned pre-order. Likely story. Hey, man. I just tell it like it is.
Speaking of pre-orders.
Let's
continue with the chat.
Right.
We'll
Johnny shouting you out. Johnny shouting me out. What's up, Johnny? We shout you out, Johnny. We shout you out. That's how that works. I hope you are doing well as well. Are you doing well as well? Yeah, I don't know. My tongue got in the way of my eye tooth there. Couldn't see what I was saying. Who else we got? The Young Hummus Among Us. It's a good one to say. That's fun. That's new. Welcome.
That's a fun name.
Yeah, we got Laser Pants is here. What's going on, Laser Pants?
What's up, Laser Pants?
Oh, all right. What are you gonna say? You got pre-orders. We talked turtle pre-orders that we want to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mezco dropping that yesterday, telling us about pre-order today. I was on the fence, right?
Yep.
Because we have too many turtles. Like, I'm not just wearing a turtle shirt right now, but like, we also got those the Meditoys turtles coming in, right? We all got the NECA 2012 ones. 2012. Yeah, so I was on the fence, and I was just like, you know what? If I'm on the fence with a Mezco set like that, I might as well pre-order it. And if I don't want it, just let the NRD just drop the NRD, you know. But in case scenario, I can always just sell it. But like most cases, it's more of like, oh, I missed out on this pre-order. I'm gonna have to track this down. And like like the first Mezco Turtle set, right? You were the first one to pre-order it because you know,
because I have an addiction. Yeah.
Not many people like the original pictures that came out of the turtles, right? And then all of a sudden, everybody was going after it, especially after San Diego, when they showed them off at San Diego Comic-Con. And I was telling you, I drove out like 2.5 hours into like the heart of Jersey just to get a set, and then 2.5 hours back with my sister in the car. That's like 5-6 hours, especially like with stop for food. Yeah, 6 hours of traveling just for a set of turtles.
The whole day thing.
Yeah. No. So, yeah, and I'm also glad it's not a Mezco exclusive. Like, so it does make it easier.
I got to be honest with you, they were a little bit cheaper than I expected them to be. Do you know what I mean? Like everybody was saying,
throw out that.
Hold on, hang on. Let me talk through it. Let me talk through it. Everyone was predicting they were going to be between $400 and $450 for all four.
I never said that.
No. I said it. I said people were predicting. I didn't say you. I didn't say Machu. I said people were predicting. For them to come out at $450 after taxes and everything else, I thought it was more reasonable because I was expecting it to start at $4 and then go up. Right? We would have been paying $5. So.
I was expecting it to be the same price as the original sets.
But I will say,
which is $350.
But I'm disappointed. I was disappointed in the lack of accessories.
Well, that's why I'm going to say it was going to be the same price because there's less accessories in this one. But, I mean,
but we're talking about a year and a half at this point now since the last set.
Yeah. So. But like, you know, things have gone up. Everything's gone up, not just toys.
It's true. Everything's gone up.
You know. So for this to be the same price as the original set at
not
$350.
Yeah.
With less accessories, but it is the movie Turtles, and I have a bunch of NECA accessories that'll probably fit with it. So
it's tough. It's tough. I did the same thing you did. I pre-ordered, but I'm okay to eat the $40 at the end of the day if it doesn't work.
I don't think I'm gonna just let the NRD slide. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna end up liking these turtles. Maybe,
probably.
It is a better scale because the NECA turtles are like 1/10, right?
Yep.
So like it'll go with more of my collection of 112. Especially with a lot of the vehicles that I have lately, like a New York City bus that's sitting on my desk right now, taking up most of it. The majority of the Blackbird in the garage still with the cockpit behind me in the wrestling ring. It's just chilling there. I think just pre-ordering it and worrying about it later is the thing that we do best.
Yeah. But we always say pre-order the Mezcos and somebody will take them. So let's see. Let's check in with chat real quick before we bring in our guest. Jay Shot never heard of too many turtles. That's not true. I'm hitting the point now where there might just be too many. Prime reminding us that we have a sandwich named after him, after us on his new deli set. I think that's amazing. Thank you. What an honor. Always wanted a sandwich named after me.
Especially that first time we went to San Diego and what was it? Between Two Breads?
Between Two Breads. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That was a restaurant that we ran into.
The non-gluten restaurant. Laser Pants also agreeing he's glad it's not a Mezco site exclusive, which is true. You can get it from anywhere at that point. So and Steve reminding us to also go back Odious. That is running for the next couple of days. He's got some new pieces on there. You got a new head sculpt. You got art prints. So there's definitely things that you can get if you don't want the figure. Why you don't want the figure, I don't know. The figure was, on everybody's top 10 list last year. So it's gonna be another banger. Let's see what else we got. Steve says people. Yeah. I agree with Jay Shot. Was fully expecting 400, even with the lack of accessories. So there you go. I did want pork rinds in there or pizza. I mean, I know I'm always the one that's like too many pizzas. NECA puts in too many pizzas, but the fact that movie set didn't come with pizza felt.
How many turtle movie sets do you have that have pizzas with it? How many pizzas do you have?
Movie pizzas? At least 4 or 5 pies. Yeah. Easily.
There you go. So
yeah. I'm just saying, they had pizza in the shot. So, but yeah. What's going on, Paul? What were you say? Sorry.
I was going to say, this is more than likely not your first turtle set.
No.
And I'm not even just talking about you.
No.
Maybe Grumps.
Baby Grumps. Yeah. Baby Grumps has had a turtle set.
Yeah. Surprisingly, considering that there is a Batman and turtle.
I was going to say that's not true. He's got the Batman. He's probably got the Batman set. So, your boy says you never got too much pizza. Ramen Toys here. What's going on, guys? How are you?
Ramen and pizza. There you go.
Yeah, ramen and pizza. Just like you and I, baby.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Am I pizza or am I ramen?
You can pick, actually. That's fine. You can be both. In this day and age, you can be whatever you want, man. You can identify however you want. So, I'm gonna charge $5 a slice, baby. When pizza's hot and it's present, that's what happens. So
I actually had pizza today. It's sitting upstairs.
Did you?
So,
Oh, jealous. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I'll be snacking throughout the show. Sounds like a carb overload. All right, let's bring in Peter. He's hanging out back there. Before he runs away again and attempts to leave, we'll bring him in. But he's also got a killer setup. So what's up, Peter?
What up?
Look at that. Oh,
how you guys doing?
Doing great, man. Welcome.
Hey, I like that wrestling ring set you got back there, Macho. I was just thinking,
thank you.
I'm like, I grew up loving wrestling in the classic era. Jake the Snake was my guy. Macho Man's my guy. And then I got really into like Doink and Dink. No, I'm just kidding. But but I feel like the wrestling ring as a set is an underrated. Every figure collector should have a wrestling ring.
Oh, definitely.
Right? Like anybody can be in there.
Yeah. Anybody, any figure, anything.
Yeah.
A Blackbird cockpit.
Right.
I feel like now with people just making AI movies and shit. I saw some AI Star Wars stuff that Star Wars Theory was looking at on YouTube. I'm like, God damn, it's so good that eventually we'll be able to just like have our own multiverse movies and everybody fights on a wrestling ring. And that's just keep it simple. It's like when we were kids and you're like, who would win in a fight?
Exactly.
And you would look at your Marvel Series 2 cards and you go, Adam Warlock's fucking everybody up. But you just settle it in a ring, Yeah. And that's what the new online gambling will be. You'll have your own, Patreon, your own crew. You'll take bets, and then you'll let the algorithm decide who wins. Boom.
I love that, dude. I love that. I love we're taking bets on it too.
Yes.
We're just like,
let's just embrace the end.
Right. Yeah. Fan duels all over it.
Exactly.
Did you? So this is going to be a deep cut, but we're starting to talk about 90s wrestling. So do you remember the YouTube video? I think it was by Lemonhead called "The Ultimate Showdown in Ultimate History."
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm gonna send it in the.
Is that like Epic Rack Battles of History?
No, it was like it was this like ultimate like battle, right? Battle Royale, and it had like it starts out with Godzilla and Batman, and then Shaq shows up. Yeah,
I do remember something.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as soon as you said that, that's where my head went, and I immediately started singing the song from that. That video got to be at least 20 years old now.
Yeah, that was the beginning.
Yeah, it was like the beginning of like Flash animation too. Well,
thanks for having me, guys.
Dude, thank you so much for being here. It was really great to meet you in person at New York Comic Con. And start to kind of have those conversations there.
I'm glad you feel that way because I never know at what point you catch me at a convention, like what part of my like physical and anxiety breakdown I'm in, like where it's like I'm like, oh shit, did I say the wrong thing or did I tell that what my head's fucking thumping? What? Yeah. But I'm always trying to like make it. I'm always very considerate that you guys don't know like. What state I'm in. When I meet someone, I have to think of that too. Like, I don't know what state they're in, but everybody's always so cool. You guys are great. And that was a fun show for us for sure. Yeah. Speaking of, by the way,
a
lot of turtle talk. Did anybody else drop a turtle?
Yeah. Mezco. Oh well, I mean, we pre-ordered yours day one. There was no question about that. You know?
We
didn't hesitate.
Hey, I think the Mezco guys are class acts. The fact that they waited for ours to close out to launch theirs, fucking hats off to you guys, man. Fucking hats off.
Really well planned.
Yeah. Well, I mean, really, you know,
I think they might have if it wasn't, it was great fortune. But I think everybody does that. Everybody looks around and goes, "Oh fuck, let's just
push it a week."
Yeah.
That's funny. There you go. KJ Smith wants to know if he missed the Mondo 1/6 done.
Yeah, you did. It was on Mondo Toy Talk. It wasn't on this show. You really missed it.
Yeah. Next time, KJ. Next time.
Stick around for Leonardo.
You boys got choices on TikTok. They play Marvel Rivals for pink slips.
How does that work?
True.
I don't even know.
Do they play while they're racing? Like they're that'd be amazing actually.
Do you have to give up your console if you lose? What do you
I didn't even think of that. You give up your console instead of a car. I love that. All right, since you talk turtles, let's continue to talk turtles. I mean, I know, you know, we got to see the painted version of Donatello at New York Comic Con, and then it went up for pre-order, which we're hyped about. And you know,
did Laser Pants pre-order one? I want to know that because he's always like, I don't collect that scale, bro. Get a 6 scale figure, dude. Grow up.
Yeah,
there you go. There you go. Grow up, dude.
Go get yourself a 12-inch disc. What are you doing? Come on.
Yeah, I'm not telling you to buy the whole collection. I'm saying get one.
I wasn't prepared.
Live a little.
I wasn't prepared. Say that one more time.
Oh, okay. Go get yourself a 12-inch dick. There you go. And I knocked everything over on the way down. That's why I don't have them. That's why 12 inches is too big. You know, it's
too big. Too big.
It is. But seriously, do better. So I mean, Donatello, and then you guys released the Shredder too at New York Comic Con.
Showed it off.
Yeah.
Wait till you see it. I was reviewing some of the progress today online, and because you know that one's gonna have full cut and sew, like material. It'll have a little Krang cameo. I think we showed that in the concept art. Yep. Kevin is one of my favorite people in this whole space.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I love that guy. That guy's a great show. And Laser Pants, take it easy on Kevin, please. He's a real nice guy. It's too much. I know it's a shtick, and I get it. He's a real Laser Pants, real nice guy too. But everybody just calm down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Shredder is really special because I think the goal with this line, aside from the fact that what we've talked about, which is wish fulfillment, really, like what if we as a collective, all of us who grew up with these movies, could have, and I don't dislike part 3. I just felt like part 2 was awesome, even though it wasn't what we expected or wanted. We kind of wanted Bebop and Rocksteady, but we're like, still love part 2. I fucking came out of that theater like electrified. But part 3, I had a good time. The best theme song, in my opinion, in all 3 movies was what was it called?
Ninja
Rap.
That one. Oh, sorry.
I love that one so much. Underrated song. But what if part 3 was a Jim Henson production and we got into the stuff that we love about the cartoons and comics and video games? That's not that much of an original idea. Tarzan Boy, thank you, Dominic. But we all think the same thing. We all want that in our subconscious. So when we were talking to Paramount and we said, hey, we have an idea for something different. We know everybody's doing Turtles. And I've said it a million times. To me, NECA perfected the turtle figure. I know people want their turtles to do splits and yoga and shit they never did in the movies. Okay. But the point is, it's a beautiful piece. All the NECA figures and the quarter scale NECA to me is the standard.
Okay.
What else can you do? What else can you do in that space that's respectful of people's time, attention, and money? Because these things are not cheap, like if you're going to go out there and say, hey, this costs X amount of dollars, I think that's asking something of a collector. The collector should be like, fuck yes, bro. Like that. You shouldn't sit there and go, I kind of want it. If
friends like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
Hey, I do that. I do that with stuff I collect. I'm like, kind of want this thing. I just pre-ordered something that I was like, I kind of want to fuck up. But I like the feeling where you see a post that you didn't expect online, and you go, holy, like, you got to stop. Did this just go up? Did I miss it? But that's the feeling that I love as a collector. And so when Hector and I first started talking about doing a turtle line, it's like, it has to elicit that, or don't do turtles. Like, don't do turtles. Sure. There's enough of it out there. And so that was the one angle that we thought that was exciting for us and that we didn't see anybody else doing, and was very fitting with the history of Mondo, because Mondo has always been, when it was primarily a poster company back in the day, it's always been about, here's a movie or a show that everybody loves, and here's an artist who has a point of view and a style that we think will like synthesize and create something new and exciting for everybody. That's the Mondo spirit, and so the figures have that spirit. And I think when you get to Shredder, which is what we're talking about, it shows off how much of a realistic figure this can be. Besides the like you saw Donnie, he looks incredible. Leo's going to have soft goods, which are incredible. Like, and then Shredder really has that. And then I'm just going to say this. Don't even try to get more information out of me. I'm locked up like Fort Knox, but I'm going to tell you this. What we're cooking up with Michelangelo. Ooh. I'll tell you, if you would have asked me at New York Comic Con, what are you doing with Michelangelo? I would have been, this is what my answer would have been. I'm like, haven't cracked it yet. Okay. Haven't figured out what the angle is with Michelangelo. Because with Donnie, it was easy. Yeah. In the movies, he never became the tech guy. He clicked on a keyboard for like 5 minutes in Secret of the Use.
And he had a watch under his wristband.
Yeah, and he like worked on a truck kind of with Case. Yeah. There was never that evolution of his character. So that's easy. Boom. He's doing machines. He's got the Mouse Bros. Boom. Done. With Leo, easy. He's going to be more serious about the training. He's going to take the next step. He's going to be the stealth ninja, and you've seen that, he's like fully kitted out. That's not crazy. Like, we would have all probably gotten there. Yeah. Michelangelo took a while to figure out. And I'll tell you why. Fuck that. He does have to come with pizza, because in our case, it's the first 1/6 scale pizza for turtles. Like, no one, I think. But Michelangelo is a tougher one, because I feel like everybody kind of, whether you like the Bay movies or whether you like this show or that show or whatever it is, there's kind of a collective conscious understanding of what Michelangelo is, and we all love it. And the hard thing for us was to figure out, great, so what's the evolution of his character that doesn't abandon who he is and what we love about him, but makes us all feel that feeling when you get a good sequel to a movie and you're like, oh, fuck yes, dude, that's exactly what I want to see from this. Yeah. Dude, Hector and I were at a meeting just like thinking like, God, what do you do? And then you're like, and then we had this fucking idea. I can't wait. It kills me. It kills me not to tell you, but I can't wait for you guys to see it. Laser Pants will buy that figure. Okay. Mark my words. Mark my fucking words. He's buying that figure.
Let's see. Michelangelo comes with a bottle spray.
You could try all day. You'll never figure it out.
So Mikey's here too. Speaking of Michelangelo, Mikey's here.
I love Mikey.
Yeah.
Figure report. Cheers, brother.
Dude,
former Miami guy, Mike, over there. Yeah. When I met him for the first time, I go, "You from Miami, bro? We know each other in the wild."
Clicked right away.
Yeah,
wild. That's crazy. KJ wants to know if the Shredder giveaway is tonight. No, KJ, there's no giveaway tonight. All right. Kevin says NECA movie turtles remain undefeated. I agree. They're pretty awesome. Again, wavered on one set, didn't waver on the Donnie. I do have something. This is totally random, and we're going to talk about this, but you might appreciate it being such a turtle head. Did you go get the bottleneck gallery life-size Mauser?
No, it's really cool. Yeah, it's really cool. I love that companies will do stuff like this, and Justin Ishmael over at Bottleneck, former Mondo guy. Really cool stuff. I think this is the golden age of toy collecting, in my opinion. That not everybody's going to go for something like this,
right?
But there are people who are like, this is exactly what I fucking want. Like, I don't need another figure. I want the prop. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I salute this, and I hope it does well. I think it's the kind of thing that excites a fan base, keeps things fresh, and it's risky, business wise, to do something like this. So I really applaud them for it.
This is the kind of thing that's just like, I've got adult money. Fuck yeah. I want this.
Yeah, not everybody wants a fucking Beamer, you know, like there's people who fucking hit it on Bitcoin and Ethereum 10 years ago and are looking to fucking put that shit into something. So if this is your thing, support them. It's really cool.
It's pretty awesome. And I can't wait for it to show up and for me to have to explain to my wife what it's about. Anyway, Johnny, what's going on? Johnny's gave us a very generous super hat saying, just giving J-Shop positive reinforcement. Go get yourself a 12-inch. Sup, it's Wednesday, my dudes.
Love Johnny Cocktail. Great dude.
So, Corrupted Collectibles says, I keep trying to figure out how to take 12 inches, but it's so hard when you're used to having 6 inches.
Isn't this the naked guy? I just saw his channel. Like he does a naked. What you guys remind me of? Like I saw that channel today. It came up on my feed. I'm like, this is like an old Howard Stern bit, bro. Like, and I'm assuming that's his wife or partner, but that was funny as shit. I thought that was great.
We've been on that show, and you gotta. We were topless. Yeah.
Well, good for you.
You know, if you're gonna be on that show, you can't not do it. You know,
good for you.
I'm glad we started that out earlier because it is way colder now down here.
It's true. It's true.
Oh man, that was fun to me.
Mikey says 305 running through our veins.
True.
So let's see. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 1/6 pizza is the personal size pizza for reading books in school. Oh, that's pretty immediately
funny.
Was transported to a different time right there. They're just topless, he says, or so we advertise.
That.
Yeah. What's up, Chewy? Let's see. Ramon's here saying Mondo creativity with what they are doing with their licensed properties are unmatched. Can't wait to see SWAT Cats and Brave Star from Mondo. There you go.
Thanks, Ace. Yeah, got a lot cooking, man.
Yeah. With you, so you got all these different properties going, and you got different scales going too. Is there a property that you either are working on that you can't tell us about, or one that you haven't gotten yet that you really want to hit?
There's one that we're on the cusp of getting that I think if we get it, it's not, I don't think it's the biggest IP compared to what we do. Like you got Marvel, DC, you know.
Yeah.
It's not Star Wars, for example.
Okay.
Like that's the other big one, I think.
It's not 90s wrestling, is it?
No, but there is one. I also don't think. Yeah, I think we're close to getting it. The truth is, I don't even know where the fuck we're gonna fit this shit. Like we have so much cooking, but can you curse in the show? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. But if we get this, I think it's one of those like Ghostbuster moments. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe as big, maybe not as big. But for toy collectors our age, I think it's fucking huge.
Okay. That you leave a lot out there. Mikey says Matlock. Is it Matlock?
You nailed it.
Or Murder She Wrote. Yeah.
There already are those. I think that could put one out. Yeah. But the one that I'm super stoked that we're doing right now, you know, Over the Garden Wall was just a massive hit for us. Mm-hmm. And there's a few figures that we've done this past year or in the last 12, 13 months that have been massive because not just the sales, but because they have brought in a huge influx of first-time Mondo customers. And when you think of that, what that means they never even bought a record or a poster or a pin or a shirt in 20 years. The first time they ever clicked on a Mondo site and purchased something was Ghostbusters was massive, was huge. It was our first 1/12 scale.
Yeah.
We got a good amount of new customers for the He-Man 1/12, although I think we already had a lot of He-Man customers. So Over the Garden Wall was massive new customers and a lot of female collectors, which is, rare. You don't see a ton of that from our point of view. We don't get a ton of that. Yeah. And then the other one was Turtles. And I think part of Turtles 1/6, the reason, because, Mondo did 1/6 Turtles back in the day. But I think the reason this time around was that it's been a minute since we've done Turtles. And this one really appealed to the Hot Toys collector audience. I went on Jetta Patrol with Hector, and we talked to that audience, which is all Hot Toys. All they're interested in is realistic 1/6. They're not even interested in our X-Men or Batman. They're like, cool, not for me. But they want realistic 1/6, and this thing got their attention. And so when it went up, I think that was a moment where we finally became something of interest for that audience. So that was massive. That was so exciting because the Turtles line, dude, has unlimited potential. We're already dropping. Donnie has 2 Easter eggs for other characters. You got the metalhead head.
Uh-huh.
And you got there's a Mondo Gecko branded fanny pack. I don't know if you guys noticed that. So
I noticed that.
There's so much that can happen. Yeah, so.
And here I was like, oh, you only have to get the 4 turtles and the shredder.
Yeah, right.
So this
my
is
opinion, Machu. My opinion, Machu, is don't even have opinions about what you're gonna get. Just sit back,
just
relax,
just enjoy the ride.
Let it flow through you, bro. And I'm not a completionist, by the way. Like I don't collect completion. Like don't do it. I don't care about that shit. I get the pieces that resonate with me. I don't care if I have 1 character from here, 3 from there. This line, let it wash over you, bro. If you are a completionist, great. God bless you. If you're not, I don't think you have to be to enjoy this line, because if I'm sitting back and if somebody drops, one day we get to Bebop and Rocksteady in 1/6 that looks like Henson would have designed them, that I would have bought that no matter what.
That's a splinter wisdom right there.
Yeah, stop buying everything. Everybody's in a panic. Always buying shit. Take it easy, man. Curate. We're adults.
That's funny you talk about that, because Machu and I had this conversation earlier today where we're like in this, everybody feels like right now you're in a frenzy to do all the pre-ordering, right? It's like
that's your problem.
Well, to that point though, we're not enjoying what we have, right? Because it's like you get something in, and then you're just immediately like, oh, but I gotta go pre-order this or I gotta go pre-order that. So I think you're right. Like we need to just. I like the idea.
Let's be honest. It's a dopamine cycle.
Oh, for sure.
We grew up at a time in an era where one of the biggest things was going to Toys R Us or wherever you're, going and seeing what was on the aisles up ahead. Oh, grabbing the thing, holding it, opening the package. That's that tactile quality, smelling the plastic, messing with it a little bit, setting it up with the other ones. That was such a cycle of wonder. Meanwhile your parents are beating each other up in the kitchen or whatever it is, but you got Slimer, bro. You got fucking Slimer. You know what I mean? Like that was how we dealt with shit. And so the reality is, what I like now and what I try to collect now is my experience is getting to know everybody through this, and that makes me feel very fulfilled more than a figure does. I love the figures. I love them. But the figures to me are what brings us together. The relationship that we form is what's really exciting. And I say that because I'd like this to continue until we're long after we're all gone.
Right.
And if it turns into like a job or a task or something where you're like, well, gotta get up and get that figure pre-order today. Fuck that, dude. Yeah. That shit goes away. It's shitty. And here's the other thing. Get some lights for your collection. Like pre-order some fucking lights, some compressed air, dust your fucking shelves, everybody. Yeah. Like I've seen these shelves. Some people could do a little bit more. Don't pre-order 1 month and spruce up what you have. You'll be so happy. Then you pre-order.
Yeah. There you go. I think we should
give shit away too. Like sell some shit if you need to. But if you have something that you've been looking at, you're like, why did I get that? Find somebody who wants it and don't sell it to them. Fucking send it to them. You'll be so fucking happy. You'll feel so good about yourself.
That's what we do on the show all the time. We were just like, we call it the depression pile, and we're just like, time to clear out the depression pile.
Yeah.
Give
like a real museum docent.
Yeah. I love it. I love the idea of curating. All right, January, no pre-order January we're going to do.
I was always getting an extra figure of something, thinking, oh, I can sell this for more. And then I end up just giving it to a friend.
Yeah, very cool. If you can afford to do that, that's better. The best thing to do is if you eventually you realize, I guess I don't need 2 or 3, we all grew up in that era. Like I was like, when Motu 2000X came out, dude, I would go to Walmart at midnight to find a fucking neck and neck. And I would be friends with the people working the aisles. I knew what the Mattel boxes looked like with that purple stripe. Are you kidding me? And I'd be like, in Miami, in Spanish, like, permiso, señora, por favor. Si me puedes abrir aquí esta caja, please open this box. And they'd be like, oh, it's you fucking nerd. Okay, here we go. And meanwhile, my friends are like going on dates. And starting their lives, and I'm like, oh, Merkerneck. And so but like that, like I would go, it was so hard to find them that when I would find one, there's 2, give me fucking 2. you know, and I wanted to keep one sealed. I wanted to open one, and I knew I was going to sell one of them to pay for the hobby. But over time, that started to prove less and less true.
There you go. I need Peter.
This is it right here.
This is great. This is an incredible conversation, and it's very, I think, very important right now because like everybody's gonna start doing their top 10 list, right?
Yeah.
And like, how many top 10 figures, you know, even for myself, am I gonna just be like opening for the first time because I know that I need to get it open?
I don't even want to do a top 10 list.
You don't even want to do one?
No.
You want to do a top 20 instead? Oh,
I'm not gonna. No. If anything, I'm gonna do like like my mediocre list. Here are some mediocre toys that you guys forgot about.
I would be curious to figure out what is a toy. What is the oldest figure you got like this year that still fucking makes you feel like, holy shit, this is the best thing I got? Like, is there anything you got in February of 25 that you're still like,
that's a
God
question.
damn, this thing is awesome? Because I noticed that. I got that Wolverine coming, by the way, Machu. Like, it should be here any day. And I'm hyped about it. But I remember being really hyped when I pre-ordered it. Now I'm like, but just get here already, bro. Everybody else is going.
Everybody else has it. Like, why is it not here yet? You know?
And by the time I get it and post it, like in the groups, everyone's like, yeah, dickhead, we all got ours, you know?
That's how I'm going to feel about my Rumbler.
I'll show my neighbor. Hey, come over here.
Yeah, he shows your neighbor. That's why you got. You know, I do that to my. Here you go. Johnny wants to be friends, so you can just give him all your extras. There you go. Steve says do a bottom 5 list, or just do a top 10 worst. Ooh, I actually like this one. Top 10 toys over 10 years old.
Yeah, like something like that. Like what?
I can't do that because I don't think I have anything that's over 10 years old.
You don't have anything that's top 10? Let's see. Ryan Dole's here. He says Alex Brewer's Logan still gets a spotlight at my place. That's
anything awesome. That guy does is someone's best figure. Like that's what I really think. And if you got an Alex Brewer piece,
he's a good guy too. We talked to him a little
bit
at New York Comic Con.
Great guy.
February 2025 was 4 years ago.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like some weird reverse leap year.
We also had a comment, I think, from Mikey that said this reverse psychology is working. He's buying all the Mondo stuff right now. So there you go.
I am very proud of what we put out. I never feel like I'm selling anybody anything, honestly. I look at the stuff we do and I just got fucking look at this. I just got Mumra in today.
Ooh,
it's so good. Like
this thing. For me, as old as this figure is to you, like from when you pre-ordered it and all that, it's a year older than that for me,
right?
Because of how long we've been looking at it and working on it. And I'm just proud I opened it, and I've been wanting to put that head on it, that weird goggle head.
Yeah,
my favorite head. And I'm like, this is badass, dude. May Tom Tirana, May Shelf.
Yep.
You know, and just like, to me, that's what it means. Like, I don't even have my Lion-O out, but my Mumra, dude, this thing is glorious.
You were talking earlier about things that you were picking up and collecting and that you're curating. What else besides, you know, Mumra?
Well, I'm a big like Sofubi guy, you know, and like I just got this thing, and you can kind of see over here in my. Let me move this over here. You can see I got this Maju case that is like color coded all my Sofubi that I have, right? Yeah, and I have, I have some Hot Toy stuff like my quarter. I love Mando. I got some Boba Fett stuff over here, but here in the middle is all like my soft vinyl stuff, Sofubi stuff. Some of it's Japanese, some of it's Mondo stuff, some of it's old, some of it's new. But once in a while, I'll get something that I'm like, you don't go in the case, baby. You stay here right with me, and I'll show you.
Oh, here you go. All right.
Look at this guy, dude.
Oh wow!
This is a Godzilla, right? That's a Godzilla. This is where half your audience tunes out, by the way.
No, it's okay.
This is a Godzilla based on the 1962 movie, the first King Kong versus Godzilla. Looks nothing like he looks in the movie. Super stylized. This is made by a company called Unraku Ansaku, and they are known for these big, like bulky takes on Godzilla. So I have a few of them, but this one I love. The reason I love it so much is because he gives me like Earl Sinclair vibes. Like he just got home. His kid
his shoulders a little over. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just like that. You know what I mean? Like look at his belly, dude.
Yeah.
That's all of us, dude. Like
why isn't dinner ready? Yeah.
He's like, okay, and this kid fucking sucks. I'm like, And it's like this is such a piece of art that transcends the idea of a figure, and you can't get stuff like this if you only collect like on model stuff. Right. There's a whole world of Godzilla collectors that want nothing to do with this. They like something that looks exactly like the movies. They like buy SH Figure Arts, or they'll buy Haya Toys or NECA, whatever. But like, to me, somebody had an idea to do this shit, and I'm like, bro,
that is a vibe.
It's exactly, Machu. That's exactly it. And so at some point, for all of us who've been collecting and then by the way, here's his boy who's like, he's not married. He's like the perennial bachelor. He's like, let's fucking go, bro. He's like, are we going out? You know, he's like, dude, I can't get this.
His hair's up.
Yeah. He's like, exactly, got the fresh beard. Yeah. And his like wired, he just had like a fucking like C4 energy. And this guy's like, his wife wants to talk to him about fucking cleaning the gutters. You know what I mean? And he's like, dude, I told you not to get married, bro. For what? You know? So like, I have these two guys together on my shelf. And first of all, I just love the energy of them, and then the colors are different. They really stand apart, like they stand out. You know, when I used to collect like Black Series stuff, no shade, but like it all became like very beige and black on my shelves. And then I started to see like how colorful some of my friends' collections look. Then you get like an asshole like this guy right here, the little dog, and he's like, this is his dog, and he's like, oh, you know, like, oh fuck, the dog's a piece of shit. Like, don't worry about the dog, you know. And he like jumps up on him, you know. It's like a very Flintstones thing, and it's all Godzilla and Ultraman. Like, this is a guy named Miklas from Ultraman, but this kind of stuff makes me. This is what I tell my friends who don't. It makes me want to draw. Okay. And it makes me want to pick up my materials and go, this is so funny. What can I do to like make my friends laugh or think, you know, this, that, the other, like that feeling that I got from this, I want to give it to somebody. And it's really hard to do when you take a big swing and a risk and stylize. So I'm usually a big fan of stylization and stuff like that. So that's where my head's at. And Mondo's done a lot of soft vinyl. We're very inspired by that whole world. Hector and I, like, if it wasn't a business, so to speak, we'd probably mostly do soft vinyl stuff. And you know, and Mondo has done a lot of it. Like, we showed off this glow in the dark Godzilla that's coming soon that I designed. Awesome. And so we love doing stuff like this. It's got, by the way, nobody panic. It's got like -3 points of articulation. And I'm just saying, zero head swivel, zero ab crunch. Get the fuck out of here. There's none. But there's something like really pleasing about holding something that feels like that. Like when we did our Ninja Turtles in soft vinyl, it was that. Like, we want to do something that when you hold it, you're like, what the fuck? This is so cool, you know? And that's a different thing. It's like you got your articulation and your, you know, super high-end paint and all that. And then you got something that makes you feel like a kid again. If you're like me and you like those big, like Ryan Dole calls them, dog toys.
It's great. Grump says no butterfly joint.
Oh yeah. Guilty.
Sacrilege.
Yeah.
So you were talking about that. Have you seen this by Season Toys?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. Yes. Awesome? Yeah,
it's really awesome. And they have a few different colorways. Yep. I tried to buy one of them at Designer Con, and they were like, doesn't go on sale for another 3 hours. And I'm like, bro, I'm right here. And he's like, nah. And I'm like, but it's beautiful, and he has like some glow versions. I love it. Yep. I love that.
Yeah. He's I actually ended up buying one from him at Designer Con, and then
you were there, dude?
No, I wasn't there. I messaged him. I was like, hey, I know, you know, I was gonna have somebody pick it up, and then like I guess because you buy one, you got into a contest, so I won another one. Actually, won, not a. Hey, my wife.
Yeah.
So I now have 3 of them. I will have 3 of them, and I'm like, if you really wanted one, I'm happy to gift it to you.
No, give it away to somebody who's never had a soft vinyl. That's what you should do.
We'll do that. When it comes in, though. Appreciate it. Let's see. Ryan says Juggernaut soft vinyl is also one of my favorite toys that I got this year. These toys are not for the joint queens.
But that Juggernaut has an ass that won't quit.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen it. It's like it's like a Ren and Stimpy animation.
I saw one. There was one at what was it, St. Mark's comic book shop that I saw recently. It was on the shelf, and I was just looking at it, and I was just like, oh my god, he's got cheeks.
Yeah.
Like what was it? Powdered Toast Man, right?
Powdered,
my buttocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Why I remember that? I can't remember my kids' names.
Oh, those things are wired.
I remember that. Young Hummus Among Us says he's shifting to mostly Sofubi next year. It's just the best.
Yeah, Topher, I've been watching his collection shift online for a while, and it hits for some people. It doesn't hit for other people. I still love everything. Like I want those Marvel vs. Capcom Spider-Man and Wolverine figures. Like they're so fucking cool. You know, there's different things. There's different things hit for different people, and but there is a weird thing that happens if you get into soft vinyl. Like everything else feels like a different thing, and you're just like, I just want that feel. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it.
No, I get it. Mikey's asking if there's a release date for the Mondo.
No, not yet. We're still working on that one.
There you go. Oh,
you know, when we announce a release date is because like the figure set is like done. Yeah. Factories producing the first samples. We're like, okay, that looks great. We're going to, because we don't photograph off of renders. I mean, we don't photograph like we do like factory samples or painted 3D prints, whatever. So that when you get whatever you order is as close as possible to what you saw, you know, and so we wait for that moment to put it up.
I love that too, that you're not doing like, you know, digital renderings of things and showing that off. It's appreciated.
Yeah, if you do that, you set the bar really high for yourself because a digital render is clean, bro.
Yeah.
It's clean. You know what I mean? Like that is hard to replicate. So, you know, I get it. Some people do that and their business models are different. Like Hector's always made a strong point about never wanting to do that. I don't think we ever have. If we have, it was like under duress, but we probably said that we're doing it. But yeah, so like that's something that we kind of pride ourselves on. There's too many collectors in-house at Mondo, as you know, Brandon Gash, Tommy Hodges, Mark Brewer, Mark Bristow, you know, like we're all, you know, mega fans. You know, we if anything happened weird like that would offend a collector, it would offend us first, believe me.
That's awesome. So and we talked about that a little bit at New York Comic Con, how you guys are collectors and artists first, and we love like that's awesome. And then from your kind of position there, like it's got to just feel like coming home to some degree, right? Like you're just hanging out with your boys, you know.
It is the best fucking job of all time. I always wake up every day thinking like, well, this is it. This is someone's gonna be tired of me today, or I'm gonna say something in an executive meeting to piss off somebody.
Don't put that out there. That's what
I always say. I say like it's such a. I say it because I'm like, this is, dude. I spent my whole life trying to figure out a way into this business, and specifically toys, my whole life. And it was, you know, as a kid, I wanted to do it because I just love toys. Then when I got older, I think I was like 19 or 20, and when the 2000X was coming out, 19 I think, in 2002, right? So and then the Motu 2000X figures and the Mezco Hellboy figures, the comic accurate ones, sculpted by Dave Cortez. Those worlds coming out at the same time, dude. I was just like, what is this? I want to be a part of this. And I started like, I was obsessed with the Four Horsemen. Still love those guys to death, dude. Dream opportunity to be working with Four Horsemen on a project one day, whatever that would be. And then the other, and then, you know, so like, how do I get in this world? I would see the, you know, Toy Fair magazine or Action Figure Modeler, or when you would see like, that was the only way you would see like prototype wax sculpts photographed, you know, in those magazines back in the day, or like on boards. And so I was like, how do you get involved in this, man? Like, how do you, and I lived in Miami. There's no industry in Miami. Like we weren't really online doing this kind of shit. And so I never knew. And then I just went to business school. I was going to business school, getting like a bachelor's degree in business, thinking like, well, I'm never going to be good enough to sculpt or paint these figures, so I might as well just try to learn business so I could get hired at a company like Mattel or something, and just be near in proximity to it, you know, and then I'll figure it out from there. I always told myself. And so, you know, the fact that life has led me to this point where I'm, in my opinion, and with all due respect to everybody else out there, I look at the team at Mondo and I go, this is like the Image Comics of toys. Like you got, like Alex Brewer is a fucking name that you collect. Like there's people who were saying, release a Wolverine by Brewer. The first one's great. We like it a lot. It's good in our collections, but it's weird to have everything else be Brewers and not the Wolverine. Boom. Like, where do you hear that? Yeah. You know, Tommy Hodges just dropped the next greatest Skeletor figure, and the last one was sculpted by him. You know what I mean? Like it's like that's just a couple guys. Then you got May Shelf on Mondo, dude. Brandon Gash created what I think is one of the best He-Man figures ever. He did this Mum-Ra. Brandon just did Over the Garden Wall and Donatello 1/6, like to show you the range.
Yeah,
you know, and then you got one of the best painters I've ever met, who's actually like an actual artist and understands color theory and why you put purple here and not black and brown for the shadow and whatever. Mark Bristow, you know. Then we have a guy named Jordan Christensen who does our box designs, not the box art, the actual way the boxes work and open. Crazy shit. Our Mondo squads, these big TV set boxes, the Ghostbuster boxes that open, and this, like, Jordan just does that so well that it's a crime to throw away a Mondo box sometimes. And then you got, you know, guys, our concept artist guys, right? You got like Aaron Conley and Joe Allard, like Joe Allard is a journeyman in toys. He's worked for everyone, and he's one of the best concept artists. Can create a concept of any figure you need, any figure set. Boom, get it approved by a studio, no problem, because he knows exactly how to design for them. And then Aaron Conley is a comic artist for years, doing like killer work for his own character, Sabretooth Swordsman. Also worked on Turtles, and the guy's a beast illustrator. And he's just in-house doing like box art and posters and freaking concept art for shit I can't wait for you guys to see. You know, then all of that led by Hector, Arce is one of the most humble guys you could ever meet. The guy, dude, humbly, one of the first artists to concept the legendary Godzilla. People don't know that. He did one of the first designs that led to that Godzilla design. He worked on the film in the production for the film. Then the guy works at Gentle Giant and PCS and makes his way to Mondo as just like a painter and climbs the ranks. And all the guys I just mentioned want to be at Mondo because they love working with Hector. And so imagine having that kind of personality and ability to attract the best of the best who could work anywhere on any project. And if you don't think our guys deal with poaching all the time, it does happen. They try to steal our guys and they're like, no, we're good, bro. Because we have like a band. It's a band. And what do? I just talk shit. and no one's figured it out yet. They don't need me. But it's amazing, man. It's fucking incredible. It's like every time I'm in a meeting, I look around, I go look at all the screens, I go, holy shit, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, but it's not like you don't bring your own set of talent to yourself there.
Look, man,
credit where credit's due.
I appreciate that, and what happened is it was kind of like a roundabout thing. It wasn't really planned. I got hired in 2022, like at the end of the year, by the old Mondo gang. I was going to be a creative director to manage other artists that would potentially come and work at Mondo to develop a Mondo in-house artist stable for poster art, record packaging, yada, yada. Things changed, there were layoffs, the old team and the old executive team at Funko didn't see eye to eye on things. They're all gone now. And Hector and I were there left like, what the fuck do we do now? Like we had just shipped He-Man and Battle Cat pre-orders were happening. And I remember like all the toy tubers at the time were saying, should we cancel our Battle Cats because Funko just this and Funko. By the way, what's old is new again, right? Like there's always a panic. Mm-hmm. And, we shouldn't pre-order this and we should cancel that. And that's when I told Hector, like, dude, we got to go and talk to these people and meet these people and let them know who we are, what do we do, and everything's going to be all good. Because if not, this whole thing is going to fucking fold just on panic, And so, what I feel that I was able to contribute at the time was I was a known artist in the Mondo world at the time. And as a Godzilla, I worked on Godzilla stuff and my own block prints and designing toys. So I lend public credibility. People knew me from my own time at Skybound Entertainment with Robert Kirkman's company. And they knew me as an independent artist. So being at Mondo kind of like, and saying, hey, I'm staking my reputation on this, it's going to be all good, was helpful. And then the other thing was I do feel that I understand how to connect with other people very well. You know, I've been doing it my whole life. You know, I used to be in independent bands, trying to get my band signed when I was like 17 years old, 18. You know, I was a teacher for 13 years, dealing with like, you think toy collectors are tough? Imagine like, 200 middle schoolers a day back to back. You know, y'all ain't shit. And so like my expertise is in personalities and engaging with people and understanding where someone's coming from and trying to like see through emotion and you know, that I do have a good sense of. And then, yeah, I have a good eye for shit. Hector and I plan the year with what's going to come out, you know, every year. We just did a rough sketch of our 1/6 scale for 2027 this past week. Yeah. Wild shit. You don't even know this coming. It's crazy. And so, you know, it's one of those things where like, you know, I have a creative sensibility that I help out with for sure. You know, we scout other artists, we scout, you know, the right fit for the right project. And we have a public relations side where it's like, get to know people, explain what we do here. And I think a lot of people support Mondo, not just because they love the stuff. You know, the stuff I think speaks for itself truly, but because they love to know that it's a squad of people who just loved what they do and they just want to be a part of that. And I've felt that my whole life about music, about other artists. Speaking of Image Comics, when that happened, I wanted all of it. You know, I just wanted, there was an energy there, man. And I don't know how to explain that, but we all are attracted to that energy. And when there's something positive happening, when you see someone struggling to do something and they do it well, it inspires you and you want to reward that. And when they're transparent, like, hey, we fucked up here. We're trying to fix this here. We shipped Rogue with her fucking eyes looking like this, you know, we're going to fix it. Everyone's getting another run, you know, like just being transparent about that shit, you know, I think that makes a difference, man. And this is all of our passion for real.
No, I mean, first off, I had to remind myself that this was, you know, I was hosting here and not just listening to you give a TED talk. Like, John, interact.
You'll have to cut me off.
Yeah, no, dude, I don't want to cut you off. That's the problem. I'll just sit here like this for the next 40 minutes. But like, I think you nailed it, right? When you were saying that Image Comics had an energy, and I think that's what it feels like. And even, you know, we do a bunch of booth tours at New York Comic Con in San Diego and wherever, but there was a definite energy at your booth tour because it wasn't just, you know, I hate to say this, like the booth babes, although Alex, you know,
fucking hot.
Like, yeah, he's hot. You know, you had like the work, you know, the designers there, your crew with you, right? And it just, you guys could tell, and that's why it was funny when you were talking about how we don't know what time we caught you. I can't imagine. Every time I went by that booth, you guys looked like you're having a great time because you're all just hanging out.
We had a blast, dude. Are you kidding me? Like the cons are the favorite thing. Like it's so much stress getting to that point. But once we set up the booth, before people walk in, the booth is set up. By the way, we're in there setting up with the crew that builds the booth. Shout out Nolan Fleming on our team, by the way, who designs these gorgeous booths that like, I would buy a figure of a Mondo booth, like a little mini playset of a Mondo booth. They look so good, dude. But once everything's in the shelves, you know, nothing broke on the way over.
Right.
UPS didn't lose anything. Then we just go, time to fucking party, bro. You know, and then and that's the great moment. And it's still hard work because, you know, like it's crazy to do, you know, we do press stuff like on the first 2 to 3 days at San Diego, like 6 hours straight. You know, and I'm happy to I love talking about this stuff, but at some point you start to feel like WUBZZY or your head starts going boom, boom, boom. Shout out Johnny Cock at DesignerCon brought me a bag of snacks and good shit. I'm like, you're the fucking man, bro, because we talk about this shit and people are like, I'm gonna hook this guy, you know. So like there's it's like being in a band, dude. And I love looking over and Alex is talking about something he spent Alex created the Ghostbuster figure on a weekend. That's crazy. Off the clock.
That's nuts.
You know, like what that guy could be doing on the weekend, anything. And he's like, just fucking changes the toy world on a weekend. Amazing, bro. Yeah, exactly, Dole. Hector painting figures in the hotel room at New York last year. We were literally in a hotel room that, you know, the size of my broom closet. And we're all, Hector, his wife Hillary, who paints for us all the time, and I were just going like this, painting the Jesse Hernandez Urban Aztec Godzilla, or King Ghidorah at the time. And we're and just to get it done, for everybody else to enjoy it, you know. I love that. I love that
mentality too, right? Like it's that scrappy mentality of, you know, you all come together to get it done no matter what it is. Doesn't matter if it's setting up a booth, if it's painting figures, if it's, you know, suffering through a press tour. Like,
it's awesome.
Yeah, you all come together. All right, we got a couple of questions I do want to, or a couple comments here. Ryan Dole says, got to get Brewer on the show. How does that not happen?
Yeah.
We've had Brandon. So he is,
good.
Yeah, Alex is way overdue. So we'll do that for sure.
And he's a great guest, and he's brilliant, and he has such a depth of knowledge for all this stuff.
And he's, I mean, to your point of just kind of changing everything, right? Those Ghostbuster figures, the X-Men, like, it's unbelievable. Figure Port commenting, Mondo firing on all cylinders. Let's see who else we got here. Webhead reminding everybody, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Thank you, Webhead. We're terrible with that. I appreciate that. Johnny saying, My Little Pony linocut figures confirmed. Yeah, so
I used to love My Little Pony. When I was a kid, all my cousins had My Little Pony figures, and they were like, they're Barbies and My Little Pony. And I used to look at the My Little Ponies. I'm like, there was one. I feel like there was one that was kind of like a aquatic like vibe to it. I'm like, I just liked how they looked. I think it's because they looked like this, like a soft vinyl figure. And there was something like tactile, like the little squish of it. Now it's a whole nother thing, but at the time it was innocent.
My wife was big into My Little Pony, and we went to a store in
I thought you were going to say BronyCon.
No, that'd be hysterical. That's on the weekends. We should all go. We'd probably have a blast. Let's be real.
I'm serious.
We gotta add that to the list.
Yeah, add it to the list. But we went to it's called Museum of Nostalgia, and they had a whole My Little Pony display. And my wife, who's into toy, you know, very much supportive of me, but not like into toys, she immediately went there, and the first thing she said to them was like, "Can I smell them?" And I was like, "That is the weirdest question you could have asked." But she was like, "Everybody asks," so you know, it's just something there. Rob wants to know when we're gonna get Mondo to do Transformers.
Oh man, well, let us finish with the rest of the 80s first. We got He-Man, Thundercats, Turtles, Ghostbusters.
It's incredible.
We'll get there, I bet.
SWAT cats, right? Yeah.
But let me ask a question to the Transformers fans. Someone told me if they don't transform, don't bother. Like, is that true? Like, for hardcore Transformers collectors, like, in my mind, I get, obviously, it's a Transformer. Duh. You know, but I've also always wanted like a kick-ass, and I know it exists, but like, I like the idea of a kick-ass Optimus Prime or, you know, Megatron, but like, just sometimes the need to transform them and also make it work as a vehicle, you sacrifice some of the look of the character when it's not transformed. So tell me, whoever's a big Transformers head, like, is that a real thing, or is there room for all of it?
Let's see.
To me, I welcome the non-transforming Transformers, because like I just like the look of the robot mode.
Yeah, they're gorgeous, like designs, and they're like standing the test of time for a reason, you know. Not a statue. You could still have articulation.
Right.
Yeah. Is Transformers a Transformer if it doesn't transform?
Yeah.
No. So I'll tell you that when the newer Transformers first started coming out that were not transforming, I was against it. But I'm also not the biggest Transformer fan. But I will say, seeing them now and how they move and stuff, you know, if I was collecting Transformers, I'd probably go with both versions.
Yeah, I think I would probably get like, if it's me, I'd probably get like good representations of the animated look, and maybe a couple that transform for the novelty. I don't know about you guys. I don't got time to fucking sit and transform shit all day. I would love to have that, but I don't have it.
Watch it. You did one at San Diego, or at when we went out for Toy Amigos, right? It took you like, there you go.
That's a cool one. Does that transform and look pretty good?
This one transforms, but it does hurt your fingers when you transform.
No shit.
All right. Machu, go to the overhead cam, and we'll just sit here and we'll wait.
I forgot how to transform that thing.
Don't do it. They'll never go back.
Ace is saying like the blockies pieces. That the blockies look good. You know?
Yeah, and I call it
it's a licensing thing. Like Hasbro probably owns the rights to transforming Transformers, I think.
Transformers. Oh. Yeah, what were you gonna say, Machu?
No, and like what Maz is saying, the 3-0 ones, I have all of them. So
those. There you go.
Those are great.
Just sell them separately for cheaper than what it would cost to add the engineering and transform it for us.
Yeah, Josh, I hear you. I hear you.
Josh also wants to know if you would be up to going to.
I would love to go. I would just go as Attack Peter. Hopefully, you know, the problem is it's always around something else. It's like why we don't go to G Fest. Yes, I think that's it.
A week before Designer Con. That's
and then I see like I was having dinner with those guys, the Horsemen. Man, I had the best dinner. I hope they don't mind me saying. Like we went out to dinner, and I just got like they told me the story, like from their point of view, how everything went down. You know, when Four Horsemen formed and like how they were slumming it and like making it happen. I'm like, God, this is so fucking cool. Because they're the best, right? Like to me, like all hands down, like everything, that's the best, right? Four Horsemen's the best in toy history. Like they changed the game for real, and then like now they're just like, oh, you can do your license shit over there. We're just fucking making rats with 50 heads, and like, and people are just going, yes, please, bro. Like that's the best. Like they're the best. Yeah,
that's cool. So, and who was at the dinner, if you don't mind me asking? I'm curious.
Like the whole gang that shows up to the convention. Okay. So you had like Eric, Jeremy, Treadway, and no, Jeremy didn't go to design. But then Jim was there, Preziosi, I believe, and George and my buddy Chris Garrich, and it was fucking awesome, dude. Just to like hear the story. I know the stories, but hearing it from them,
right. Yeah, we always say that Legion's Con is our favorite con of the year because it's 2 days in a hotel and everybody stays at the hotel and you're just hanging out with your guys. You know, the con closes and we're just in the lobby.
I love that. That's the best type of con.
Yeah, till 2 o'clock in the morning.
In New York Comic Con, you're like crossing streets and jumping over taxi cabs in a trench coat. Like, what am I doing?
Trying not to sign the CDs outside. Mikey giving you guys kudos, saying that's why the best part of you guys is that you're all collectors and see things from through point of view as well, not just a corporate lens.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Speaking of which, I don't, and again, not to get negative, but
no, it's fine.
Do you guys hear about
Funko closing down for?
No. I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to do that to you. I was going to talk about another company.
Go ahead.
Supposedly, the rumor is right now, spoken at a BronyCon there, that the head of Hasbro because they're moving offices, decided to just ditch the archive and just threw it all out instead of.
I heard about that.
You heard about that, right?
I did not hear about that.
So, like, you're talking GI Joe prototypes, My Little Pony prototypes, all just in a landfill somewhere.
Yeah, I think he wanted them destroyed, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to sell them or donate them and nothing.
He didn't want anybody to move with them.
Nope.
Yeah, it's a bummer, man. If that's the case, that's a bummer.
Yeah, that's when you focus on the bottom line as opposed to what you're actually making.
Yeah.
Mikey says Funko fires.
What I'll say, and there's always rumors flowing around all the time, and like there might be some truth to it, and you never know. But I have seen from my position now a lot of times online where a narrative is going and it makes sense and it sounds accurate and people are just like, hey, I don't know if it's true, but ... And then it just gets to a point where it's like that episode of The Simpsons where, like the PTA is disbanding or whatever, or the teachers are disbanding, and then they goes, school's closing down, Purple Monkey dishwasher, and everybody's talking about Purple Monkey dishwasher. And so like I've seen shit online go hard, narratives, like stuff about, like we hear things about movies that are coming out in 2 years, 3 years from now, because that's how they tell toy companies, hey, this is going to happen in this movie, so make sure this figure's coming out. And then I see people online saying, and we know for a fact, confirmed that this character's in this movie. And I'm like, no, you don't, because that shit ain't in it. And I saw it, And so I just always, recommend everybody take everything with a grain of salt. There's always, it's fun to have water cooler talk and all that shit, but always stop right before it causes you to form an opinion about someone or someplace.
That's fair.
I would say.
No, I think that's smart, man, and it's true. And to me, and that's why I brought it up as a "Did you hear?" Not a I know for a fact.
No, you're 100% right. That's and it is interesting to talk about if that's the case, because it kind of it's kind of a symbol of what we think about when you think about people who do this out of passion and people who are just crunching numbers, and you can have a CEO of a toy company who was just a CEO of a water cooler company, and they don't give a shit which it is. They just got to make that bonus. And people use companies as platforms to get to the next position. So it's not out of the realm of reality. I think it's very possible. But it does go back to my first point, which is collect experiences and build relationships, and everything else goes away.
Not focus. Enjoy the plastic, but enjoy the story.
Yeah, enjoy the plastic for sure. It's art. People spend their hard work and their lives on making something to bring you joy, 100%. But it's second to the people that you meet.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's honestly, it's one of the reasons we started this, right? Is you get to talk to people like you,
100%.
People in the community,
especially like when you traveling to different conventions or different shows, and you pick up, certain figures here and there. Some figures have, some toys have a story behind it that you don't even know about. Like some people won't know about on the surface, but like you owning figure, that means something to you. Like, what was it? When we went to the Toy Migos thing, and I picked up that Jackie Chan figure, and I just brought it all over the place. Just started posing it like at the restaurant, and
it's fun.
Yeah.
I discovered a figure that I had never heard about at Designer Con. Speaking of which, we talking about Four Horsemen. I got this at Designer Con. Look how good this shit is, dude.
Oh, is it the
I forgot the name of this character, but when they do their like cosmic Cosmic Legion stuff, like they don't miss, dude. Like Star Wars should hire them to concept out the next movie. They're on another level, and the world building is. I know they write stories. I don't read any of that shit. It's too much. But I look at. I'm sure it's fucking awesome. And all that.
I can't get past the names.
Yeah. Sometimes the names.
Sometimes
the names are tough. But to their credit, I see a figure like this. I don't need to know anything. I picture a whole story just from this, and that is so hard to achieve. And they make it look so easy. And so I got this at Designer Con. I love their alien stuff. I still want them to do like a whole Roswell set, where it's like the down, the alien bodies, the Men in Black. Like, let's go, dude. Yeah. But on leading up to Designer Con, people post what they're bringing, who's going, yada yada, and things will get shared on your algorithm, whatever. I saw this thing posted, Gum Skull. Have you guys seen this?
What is this,
dude?
No.
Okay, let me just Gum Skull.
I have no idea what that is.
This is all I've been talking about on different streams. Because I'll tell you why, and I hope this person doesn't mind me telling the story again, but I wanted to find this booth, and I walked up and down Designer Con a few times. I must have missed it. It was like in the back of the convention, but it wasn't like impossible to see. It just, for whatever reason, the flow of traffic, I never got there, and I thought I saw every booth, and I forgot that I was looking for it because it's such a whirlwind when you do a convention. And Hector at the last second, I'm literally pushing a cart of shit to pack into his car to go home, like to go to the hotel and be done with the convention. And Hector comes by, he goes, dude, and he brings this and a variant that looks like a Toxic Crusader variant. And he goes, dude, I just met this guy. I go, where did you get that? And so I ran over, and the poor guy, his name is Haston. It's a funny ass picture of him on the back there. I don't know if you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a story there just looking at that picture.
Dude, I had bumped into him a bunch of times at like after parties or whatever, and I didn't know who he was. Very nice guy, but I didn't know what he was doing or what, and I go, dude, these are amazing. I was looking for, how was the show? He's like, dog shit, bro. Like nobody came by. The booth was abandoned, like just empty. And I've been in that position before as an artist, like where you do all this work, and his booth looked beautiful. Like it was like a Toys R Us of fucked up ass toys like this. And so I felt so bad for the guy, and I go, dude, don't take it. so hard.
Yeah.
It sucks. My first designer con, I was all the way in the fucking back behind a column. And it still ended up being a show that someone saw me at and called me later when I was home already. And I got a gig and everything snowballed from there. But this thing is so badass. I feel like toy collectors in general, it's like one part Scareglow, one part Tarman. It's like a chewing gum guy, bubble gum guy. It even has like a bubble gum like wrapper cape.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, wow.
And that's really cool.
Yeah, like a gumball like weapon staff here.
Yeah.
And then if you shake him, like there's a static thing where the balls are floating in his chest. How fucking cool is that, dude?
Cool. That's really cool.
Dude, I want to open it so bad, but I don't want to mess with this packaging. So I told him I got to buy another one. But you guys should look him up, Gum Skull. Yeah. And I told him I was going to put him on everywhere I go and talk about it. And so hopefully you guys go check him out, follow him, send him a message. I think it said sold out on his site, but it's because he brought all his inventory to the show. Okay. He's got a ton. So.
So that's what Josh Brown said. He said,
yes. I'm telling you, it was like, it was just in the back. It sucks. That happens. But I really hope everybody goes and looks at him, follows him at least, throws him a comment, something, repost him, reshare him, because this is a lot of work. The packaging is exquisite, dude. It's like substantial, glossy, glittery. It's got all these hilarious fucking jokes on the back and shit. And this got me so hyped, so I hope people go and buy it. It's a handmade figure, so they're not cheap. So don't freak out and I don't know why I would pay this. Then don't do it. But go and look at it, because you got to support. Look at that, dude. Look at this. Look at the effort he puts into this thing, dude.
It's awesome. It's really fun.
It's so cool. And he has different versions of it.
It says it's sold out though. Yeah. All right.
I don't think it is, but message him online. If it is, fucking amazing. Hopefully that's the case. But I'm of the opinion, I'll say, that he removed this. Oh, I gotta buy that t-shirt. That he removes the inventory from the site so that he could sell it. I've been in that position where your inventory's got to be. You don't want to double sell something.
He's wild. Look at it. He is wild. Yeah, dude, it's awesome.
It's so 200 points of articulation. It doesn't. It has like 5.
Yeah. Well, you count all the balls inside of it.
That's what it probably is. Good joke, dude. Hell yeah. Fucking brilliant, dude.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Balls articulate. Really cool, man.
Balls articulate.
Yeah. So funny.
78 says he had a picture of me and it was the wrong story. I hope that ends up positively. I still to this day remember the conversation you and I had in person, and you were like, "You're like a real person." And I was like, yeah, thanks.
A real boy.
A real boy. Rowdy Rouse is also here. What's going on, Rowdy? Let's see. There was a couple of comments I want to make sure we get to. You boys got toys saying it's such a golden era when you're working with a team. Like in doing something you love.
It's the best thing I've ever done in my life. And I get a ton of opportunities to promote myself as an artist, to have great meetings. This year I was in a green room between panels hanging out with fucking James Gunn, and I forget her name, the Pink Ranger, who was like one of my first crushes.
Amy Jo Johnson?
Jo Johnson.
Yeah. Just like, they're like just hanging out there. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and then like, and I, being on panels with like, for Godzilla, we were on a massive panel at Comic-Con with the director of Shin Godzilla, and like, it's just cool shit, dude. Like, it's an amazing life, to be part of a team, and to also be able to be an individual independent artist and have an avenue to produce and put my own stuff out there, and then to take a step back in the background and help push other people out there. It's my favorite thing. It's the best.
Johnny says a big thing when I see toy tubes in person, my first thought is, oh, they have legs.
It's unnerving. What I like to do is figure out whether I estimated everybody's height correctly. Like when I met Ryan Dole in person, I could have sworn Ryan Dole was like a lumberjack. Like he has such a big personality, and like he's got the way he sits on camera, he looks big. I got to figure out how he does it. But then he's no bigger than me. He's like my height, and I'm really short, dude. Like. So disappointed.
There's a couple people that you don't realize are as tall as like Dave Wonder. He comes across big, but he's like in person massive apparently.
I'm 5'5". I don't want to disappoint anybody. Okay. Assume like it's like those pictures when Joe Rogan has a guest on and he's like putting his hand on them and they're like this big or whatever it is. Basically that is me.
There are some really tall people though in this industry. So stop it. It's okay. You got the job we all want, so it's all right. It worked out. Young Hummus Among Us. This is probably my favorite name of the night. It says, real talk, I showed up to NYC last year a bit late. Pete waited for me to get there to give me a sneak peek of Clayface and walk me around the booth and gave me some great advice. That's awesome, dude.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that was fun, man. I did. We had Clayface in the back because we had a rep. We weren't able to put it on display because it wasn't approved yet. So we had a rep coming to check it out. And so we had it there, and I go, dude, come see this. Which is the coolest thing about the job is like to break the little rules, you know?
It's fun. And dude, Clayface is probably one of my favorite figures. Like, dude,
that thing crushed, dude. That better be on some top 10 list this year.
I mean, that sold me on the animated line. I mean, I'm wanting to get into a good animated line, and then that figure came out, and I was like, forget it. So
dude.
And what is it too? I was talking with the Batman the Animated Series podcast. I know that you got you.
They're great. A couple weeks funny ago. As hell. Yeah,
super dude, they're fun. Hysterical. But
that was a lot of fun.
They were rubbing it in my face that they got the Two-Face already. So
they got it already?
Yeah.
They send them like an early sample to do a review on, but they went through the PR agency the right ways. That's for everybody. If you hit me up, I can't do much for you. Yeah. But if you go and you hit up the PR agency, sometimes that kind of stuff can happen.
I think I got her review.
You probably have it.
I have it. I got it. Yeah. I just never asked for anything. I just I asked for it.
Yeah, you gotta say, hey, can I really would think it would be great if we could review blank. You never know.
Been my manager for this many years, and you don't ask for anything.
I'm doing a lot, man. I got a lot going on. Maybe we need to ask for that Donatello. So
yeah, maybe.
Maybe. All right. And then Ace is saying he wants a 1/12 Mondo booth. I do. Yeah. I think we need to start something.
Ace, you should make one like you do. That's what Ace. This is what Ace does a good thing. He goes, oh, so and so is not making that. I'm gonna fucking make it. And then the company goes, oh fuck, we better make this.
They say Ace is sending people into panic mode. Yeah,
I like it. I like seeing it. I think I remember Ace. I don't know if it was you. I think it was you. It was at a PowerCon, the last PowerCon that happened, and in Ohio a couple of years ago. And I think he had a He-Man and Skeletor 1/12 prototype on display. They were really nice, but I was like, how the fuck does this guy have the license? Like nobody can get that shit. And then I later learned that he doesn't give a fuck. He just puts it up there. And I was like, that's pretty smart because it got a lot of people to go, you know. I like it.
That's awesome, dude. So I know first off, this conversation has been amazing. It is
great, man.
Where I thought it was going to go. But I did want to to talk about this partnership that you had with Pabst.
Yeah, dude, that was a good one.
Like, first off, t-shirt's awesome.
They killed it.
So
they did great.
But you had the big what's it called too, right? Billboard.
Dude, someone just told me, and someone told me there's like a digital billboard out like in the Midwest somewhere today. I'm like, send me a fucking picture and see that shit, because like those people are so awesome. I'll say this, I don't drink beer either. Sorry, I just don't. And they know it. I told them I have drank a few PBRs this season, solidarity, but I don't normally drink. My stomach won't allow me anymore. It's over. I can sniff a gin and tonic once in a while. And that's about it. But beer will destroy me, dude. And so, but they hit me up in the beginning of the year, and they asked, because it's through Toho. Toho gets, the company goes to the IP holder and they say, hey, we want to do collaboration. And Toho, those fucking bless their fucking heart. That's like, long live Godzilla, dude. Everybody out there, buy a Godzilla thing today. They are at a point now where they will recommend me or Jesse Hernandez, Urban Aztec, a few artists. They'll say like, this is our guy, go with them. And they told PBR like, go with Pete, and they looked at my stuff. They go, fuck yeah, we like it. And but that's just the beginning, because if you look at all the stuff, like the cans, the boxes, the billboards, they put my name on everything, dude. And that is so rare for an artist, to have not only get credit for your fucking work, because a lot of the times I have friends that have done awesome collaboration. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. I have friends that have done amazing collaborations, and I know it's them because I know what their work looks like. But if you don't, you just go, that's cool. I wonder who it is. Oh, well, very few people spend the time to go figure out who the artist was. So them doing that, number one, amazing company, great people for doing that. They didn't have to do that. And then, it's one of these things where they've sent me all these opportunities after the fact, right? So it's like, it's 60 million cans. It's like everywhere in the country, someone can collect my artwork on a can, where my artwork is usually limited to like 200 pieces or 300 pieces or something, and it's, expensive stuff. My stuff is not cheap, and thank God it still sells out. But it's like, this is an opportunity for you to just go and grab a can or grab some merch or whatever it is. And it's cool for people who have been following me for a long time. These kind of things I think are really cool because it's like, that's our fucking dorky artist friend who now has like a cool collaboration with PB fucking R, dude. It's like one of the oldest beer companies, and it's an honor. And funny enough, it's a weird thing. I've been doing this for a while, and this is the first time like the executive class of America, let's just say, the corporate executive class goes, your art is cool. Like, wow, you got a billboard. Wow. The people who wear like sports jackets and t-shirts underneath, and they're like, hey, fellow kids, this is cool. Which is fine. I'm not even throwing shade. It's all good. But it's a funny thing. What it is, and I've told people, like, because I don't know how to, I see a billboard. Like, I went to that billboard in New York. Like, there's a video of me on my Instagram seeing it for the first time. Like, it's wild, dude. Like it's a weird thing to see, but I also wanted to get the fuck out of there quick because it was making me feel like I don't know how to respond to this. Like I don't know what to say in this moment. I'm gonna sound like an asshole. So let's go get some food, guys. And what I try to turn it into for anybody who asks me about it is like, if you're an independent creator, I was saying artist, but really creator, make sure you demand credit in a polite and diplomatic way. If you're good enough that someone has asked to collaborate with you, right? Like they came after you, they're talking to you. When you're negotiating your rate, one of the things that should be non-negotiable is credit. And it's not to say that that's instead of payment. Right. Credit doesn't pay bills, but it's both. And so these companies have an opportunity, and most of the time it's just like they don't think about it. Right. But if you ask them, they're like, most of them like, fuck yeah, that's cool. And that will help you get your name out there and get the next gig. And, I know a lot of amazing artists who don't have a business sense. And I know a lot of business people who have no creative bones in their body. So if you can try to forge both creative and business, you'll be very successful. So it's an awesome honor. And there's still more coming, by the way.
That's awesome.
There's still more coming. Yeah.
It's kind of cool too to see, like, I mean, obviously I know you through Mondo and toys, but when I had put up when we had put up the videos from New York Comic Con, I had a good friend of mine who I worked with for years, and she's super talented. She messaged me and she's like, "You met Attack Peter?" And I was like,
"No shit."
Like I was like, "How do you?" And she goes, "I've been following him for years." And I was like, "That's wild." Like, it's just cool to see. To your point of how you kind of transcend, the art world and just moving up forward and doing different things, right? It's not just Mondo. It's you have the Godzilla lino art and things like that. It's cool, man. It's work that your work. If you work hard and you get to a place where you're confident that you're doing a good thing, and then you should think of work that you do like a skeleton key. What can it unlock? And I've always had the same goals for my whole life. I want to be around toys. I want to be around toy collectors. I want to meet the Four Horsemen and hang out with them, and they know who I am. And those are the things that I want to be. I want to be respected by the people I respect. Yeah. That's the best. That's the only feeling I ever want. I never thought about it's a money thing or it's a notoriety thing. I want to be able to walk up one day and my favorite artists will say, "Oh shit, I love, like, dude, Art Adams collects my shit." That blows my fucking mind to this day. I could call Art Adams. How fucking crazy is that? I'm nobody from nowhere that got chased out of my comic book store in Miami because I was picking up like a Batman comic and I hadn't read The Watchmen yet. That happened to me. I was the big fucking dork my whole life.
and I never fit into any fucking like cool kid clique and cool comic kid clique. I was not fitting in either one. And so when I look around and I go, damn, dude, you did a lot. You know, you did a lot. It's a good feeling, but it's also something that I like to talk about because I was inspired by people who talked about their ups and downs and their long fucking journey to get to a point where someone gave a shit, you know. And that's why I told this guy Gumskull, this maniac who created one of my favorite figures of all time, I'm like, dude, don't let it get you down. I always tell people in 2015, I ate the biggest heaping pile of shit in Tampa, Florida at a convention. I was like doing better every year. 2011, my first show, 2012, killing it. I had my own solo show in Miami, sold out in an art gallery. Get more conventions, and then 2015 I was going to Tampa and I was ready to and nobody wanted to buy any of my shit. Nobody barely even stopped. They would go and walk by. I almost quit everything art-wise, everything in 2015. And then later you know, I kind of turned some things around, got better again. And then in 2016 I got divorced. My dog died. I had to put my dog down like early because she paralyzed herself, you know, injuring herself. I lost my house. Like I was a teacher. To get a house in Miami as a teacher is like a fucking forget it. You know, you're never getting it. In like 1 month, all that shit happened. And I was like, I don't want to make anything anymore. I just want to fucking like be happy somehow, you know? And like that was my only goal. I stopped making art for a year. I didn't look at it. My Instagram was like blank for a whole year art wise. And then like I eventually I said, I'm gonna fucking do it again for fun. I'll just make a couple pieces here, whatever. And then I just kind of, you know, but like there's so many times in my life where I go, fuck it, dude, fuck it. And I'm literally at the place now where I wanted to be my whole life. And I just always want to talk about that because it's hard to believe that sometimes that you can do that. Right. You know, when you're down, when you're fucking eating shit, when everybody thinks that like, hey man, you don't belong here. Dude, I got told by legends in the comic industry when I was going to Comic-Con to an experience. My shit wasn't good at the time, but I could have used some encouragement. And a couple people were like, this is kind of artsy. Like it's not for comics, you know, you can go be an artist. Like they told me, or, you know, like, or someone said, you're never going to make it if you don't move out of Miami. And as a Cuban, you can't leave Miami. Your family will execute you. And so like, so it's like, you know, all these times, man, like I felt like it's just, I'm fucked. And until one day I just said, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep trying, be damned. So I talk about all the time, and I'll always do shows like this one to get that out because there's someone listening to it right now that needs to hear it is all.
I'm right here.
I was going to say, I think there's two of us right now.
Well, you keep going, man. You keep going. You keep going. Dude, and the party's better when it's bigger and everybody's in it contributing something cool. It's no fun to do this if everybody else is miserable and it's just you at the top, you know.
That's true. That's true. You can take everybody with you, right?
Yeah,
yeah. High tide,
rising tide. Yeah. Yep.
So
yep.
There you go. We are coming up on our time. We like to keep this short and sweet, but I think this has been an incredible conversation. And
awesome.
If you're up for it, you're welcome back. We got to do a part 2
anytime
in the new year, maybe during January when we're doing no pre-orders. We'll have
Christmas Eve. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, Christmas Eve was great.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Yeah. You want to come New Year's Eve? We're thinking about just going live.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We'll just keep rolling with that.
I'll be playing Arc Raiders, hopefully, on my fucking couch. Maybe some Fortnite. That's
even
it.
Better. I love it. Even better. Yeah. But is there anything, I mean, anything that we should know about coming up? Anything we should be on the lookout for?
I'll say this. Like I told you, Hector and I sat down and we started cooking. And like 2026 line plan is done. I can't fucking wait for you guys. Awesome. Seriously, like the turtle line, I just had, thank you, Josh. And my wife is there like ready to kill herself, like listening to me say the same shit again. But I'll say that like I really feel like Mondo hit its stride this year. We've been building up to something. All the stuff that you guys saw this year, we've been working on for 2.5, 3 years, and it's just all hitting. So I really feel like it's going to be the best year for us next year because we're like now we've established what we're doing. We're going to cook and we're going to surprise some folks. And but man, I don't know. Just go follow all the guys I talked about and pay attention to them because I do think if you're watching this show right now, you love figures and you should know Brandon Gash, Tommy Hodges, Alex Brewer, Mark Bristow, May Tom Tarana, Aaron Connolly, Joe Allard, Hector Arce, Nolan Fleming. You got to know those guys because it is a team for the ages. It's the USA basketball early 90s dream team, bro. Yeah, it's Vince Carter dunking on that Ukrainian guy. You know what I'm talking about? When Vince Carter jumped over a guy and like put his nuts on his head. It was the craziest thing ever. That's what it is, right?
That's it. Mikey says the world is better with Peter in it.
Thanks, buddy.
I agree 100%.
Appreciate it.
Dude, thank you so much for being here.
Man.
And talking with us. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys.
This has been great. It's like, and hopefully feels like the motivation we all need to keep going.
Awesome, man.
Definitely.
I'm happy to hear it.
But yeah, Matsu, anything you want to? Oh, you got enablers tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of Kevin.
Oh, hell yeah.
20 rounds show tomorrow for enablers. Yeah. And then you have baggy red shorts and They're Not Dolls.
Baggy red shorts, They're Not Dolls. It's crazy to think that we're coming up on the end of year. I think we got 2 more shows after this, and that's it. Maybe 3.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nuts to think as the end of the 2025 season is coming up. But
I'll say one thing. I'll say one thing. We have one more. We have 2 toy talks this year. We have one next week on Thursday, I think, for Skeletor and other stuff. Okay. But we're doing our end of the year stream the week after. I want to say, I forget what fucking day, but just pay attention. And we're gonna do a ton of giveaways. So there you go. For whoever was asking for 50 giveaways, come to that stream.
AJ, lots of giveaways.
There you go.
All right. Awesome. I do want to take a minute though. If you're watching live or on the replay, we appreciate you guys. We wouldn't be here without you guys. We wouldn't be talking to people like Peter. And all the guys he mentioned are going to be on the show next year. We're just going to run through all the Mondo crew. But we appreciate the hell out of you, and thank you guys for being here. Peter, thank you so much, man. Matsu, another great show. Appreciate you all the time. Go make some content, as Peter says. Keep going and be proud of yourself, man. And keep doing what you're doing. And for now, Matsu, let's get out of here. Let's cue that outro. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, guys.